Halo, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Faisal Kusmala Abdillah. NPM saya 2401069 dengan teman saya dilanjut.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Cepali Aljabari dengan NPM 2401035.
Dan perkenalkan, nama saya Nur Ramdan Hidayat dengan NPM 2401054.
Saya Ananda Pramudita dengan NPM 2401051.
Saya Nurulfeda Putri dengan NPM 2401031.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Talk Podcast with me Ananda.
And me, Nurul. Today's topic is one that hits home, especially after such a powerful and emotional Ramadan.
Ramadan is over, but is our faith still moving? We all know how spiritually uplifting Ramadan can be, but sometimes when it passes, it feels like we just go back to normal. But what should be?
To help us to unpack this topic and make it more exciting, we're not just two of us. We invite three amazing guests to join us today.
Hai, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I am Nur Ramdan Hidayat. Early a student in Space Ramadan was a really important moment in my spiritual journey.
And me, Faisal, I walk through is the creative field. For me, this Ramadan was a time for recreation and total mental reset.
Hey everyone, I'm Cepaldi. My focus this Ramadan was worshiping together as a family and teaching helps to my kids.
Okay, first honest question. What did you guys feel after Ramadan ended?
Honestly, I felt a bit quiet. I had gotten into the rhythm Quran reaction, breaking fast together, and student is gone.
I felt like lost a friend. Ramadan has this intense vibe. Even social media gets spiritual.
For me, it was about routine during Ramadan. Everything was structured. Afterward, things got hectic again, and my worship rhythm got messy.
Totally relatable. It's not just you guys. Many of us feel like after Ramadan, our spiritual engine is slowed down.
The next question is, why do you think that post Ramadan did happen so fast?
Because the Ramadan every moment is for supporting every people.
Right, and let's not forget the meals often up during Ramadan after work. They bake
Honestly, sometimes we treat Ramadan like a special event, not a launch pad for consistency or mindset is done. Instead of continue.
Good point. Maybe we need to shift our perspective. Ramadan isn't the finish line, but Ramadan is training season.
Let's go practical. Out of everything you guys did in Ramadan, what one habit that you want really to keep?
For me, it's Quran reaction and actual business during Ramadan is Monday may feel so spiritual connected.
mine is morning and evening zikir. Simple but give me a lot of peace. Meet my busy day.
I want to keep a bit of breaking fast with my family that become a deeply spiritual bonding home.
Love that it doesn't have to be everything, just one act of worship daily consistently help people.
The next question is, why do you think it's so important to keep going spiritually after Ramadan?
Because Allah is not just the Lord of Ramadan, He is the Lord of every single month.
Actually, if we stop worshiping after Ramadan, maybe our internal will wisen your mind with where we worshiping and just a moment.
To me, it's about living a meaningful without it deep.
Beautiful. I guess the keyword is consistent.
So let's share tips. How do we stay spiritually consistent post Ramadan?
Find a community around people who remind you about worship is a big difference. Even a simple group chat helps.
Break down your goals. Don't aim for perfection. One page of Quran a day is fine. It's about moving forward.
Involve your family, having a spiritual partner, your spouse, kids, friends, keep children.
And set time for weekly reflection. Even it's just asking yourself, am I moving closer to Allah or further?
Chap Aldi, this one for you. Ramadan can bring a lot of emotional highs and also emotional struggle. What's something that should shift after Ramadan when it comes to how we take care of ourselves mentally?
Such a good question. I think we often forget how much Ramadan consists us mentally, not just spiritually, less social media, more self-awareness after Ramadan. We should keep protecting that space.
Like boundaries?
Yes, boundaries with time, people, screens, and I'd say keep at least one silent pocket in your day. No phone, no talking, just quiet time. That helps with processing and emotional balance.
I love that idea, like a daily reset.
Ramadan, I'll throw this to you first. Ramadan is such a spiritual time, late night prayers, more zikir, and reading Quran. But what happens after? How do we keep going?
Yeah, because the faith is unique during Ramadan, but I think one thing we can do is simple and stated of aiming to read a juz a day. Maybe we focus on studying a few ayat a day, quality over quantity.
I like that. So it's about sustainability, not intensity.
Exciting and even small thing like starting your day with a short dur or playing tahajud only a week can make a big difference in keeping the spiritual flame alive.
If last Ramadan was our final one, what would you want to carry with you for the rest of your life?
My closeness to the Quran.
For me, the awareness that life is hard.
Worship routines that bring peace.
For me, deeper gratitude. Ramadan taught me to appreciate the little things.
And I want to carry that longing to be near Allah, not just for 1 month, but all year long.
Let's talk about community. How much does your environment affect your faith journey after Ramadan?
Hug if the people around you are also trying to grow spiritually. If you are ignored, it can drag you down.
That why I try to keep in touch with my Ramadan circle, whether it's group from the mosque or use WhatsApp group that share daily reminders.
Social media becomes very Ramadan friendly during the month, but what happens after?
Honestly, it goes back to distractions and noise that shift can hit hard.
So how do you sit peacefully?
To let your page and follow things that don't bring benefit, follow akun that remind you of your purpose.
And screen time limits, even 30 minutes less can give you space for reflection or Quran time.
Is spiritual burnout real? Like after going so hard in Ramadan, do you ever feel drained?
Yes, it's like going from full throttle to suddenly hitting the brakes.
That's why balance matters. Better to maintain my consistent habits than crash after spiritual high.
Burnout happens when we treat ibadah like a sprint, but Islam is a marathon.
Do any of you struggle with guilt after Ramadan? Like, I'm not doing enough anymore.
Definitely, but if we learn not to net with Paris me push it as full not a while.
Progress over perfection always is the point.
That is such an important reminder. Don't let guilt make you give up. What's one daily habit you're trying to Islamize after Ramadan?
My morning routine now, I try to start with Quran instead of scrolling.
Commuting time I push it for zikir or listening to Islamic podcast now.
Meal times, making a habit to say Bismillah consciously and end with dua.
How has your relationship with dua changed after Ramadan?
I used to only make doa when I needed something. Now I try to just talk to Allah more often.
Same, doa become more intimate for me during Ramadan. I want to hold on to that.
I think dua is the easiest, yes, yet most powerful act we can do daily. Chapaldi, as a parent, what did your kids teach you about faith during Ramadan?
Kids have such sensitivity. My son cried during Taraweh one night, and it humbled me. Faith is not always about knowledge, it's about heart.
Sometimes kids remind us about how pure belief looks like. Anyone here try to explore the Asmaul Husna post Ramadan?
Yes, I start learning the meaning and it's made doa different, like calling Allah by Rahman when asking for mercy.
It personalized the relationship. You are not just saying God you are calling on Al-Wakil Al-Habib.
Let's fast forward a bit. How can we prepare for the next Ramadan starting now?
Start with smile, face like sunnah, face on Monday and Thursday.
Make Ramadan vision journal, write what you want to improve next time.
Final bonus question. What's one non-spiritual daily activity that has become an act of worship for you?
Studying and make the plan for every session is known as ibadah.
Even playing with my kids, it's an amanah. When done right, that's worship too.
Wow, our guest truly amazing in doing positive things activity every day.
This sets an example for all of us to engage in positive activities during Ramadan and beyond.
Ramadan help us become better. Thank you so much to our guest today. Don't forget to share this episode. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Sekian dari kelompok kami. Kami berlima meminta maaf apabila ada salah atau yang lainnya, mohon minta maaf. Ya, sekian dari kelompok kami. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.